Om Shri Sai Nathaya Namaha. Following Leela of Baba has taken from Prasad magazine and it has got published on 9th August 1979. In this Leela, I am going to narrate that how Baba blesses Mr. Bombarikar. It was exceedingly difficult for D. Bombarikar, a resident of Nagpur, to make both ends meet. He was a teacher by profession and had a large family of 10 to feed and take care of. He was in a desperate situation and wondered if they would all soon have to face starvation. Since 1957, Mr. Bombarikar had started honestly worshipping Baba. Along with the worship, he undertook performing many spiritual practices like singing devotional songs every Thursday in the Konda Bhuvan Baba Mandir. In fact, he never missed even a single Thursday. In December 1964, Bombarikar had diligently completed writing Dabolkar's Sri Sai Satcharitra by hand on Thursday. Now, all he wanted to do was to offer it at Baba's feet next Thursday. Bombarikar returned home around 1 am after attending the Shij Aarti and performing devotional songs and lay on his bed. In despair, he said, Baba, with utmost devotion, I have been offering my spiritual services to you for all these years. I have completely surrendered my life at your feet. Are you unaware of this? Now, are you going to let us starve? Didn't you promise that there will be no dearth of food and clothing in my devotees' home? I have cast all my burdens on you. So, are you going to give me some respite from it? Didn't you promise that you would stand beside anyone who sang or read your Charitra with love and devotion? I wrote your entire Charitra by hand and it took me 3 months to do so. And yet you are oblivious of it. I have heard that if a devotee seeks refuge in you, you never fail to fulfill his needs. Then why are you turning your back on me? Are all your promises just empty words? Are they all false? Are you a liar? I need some proof or to get some experience confirming that you are not a liar. The next Thursday, I will go to your temple and offer the handwritten Charitra at your feet. Following this, I will sing your glories. At that time, I need the proof and it should be evident to me. If not, I will consider you a liar and a charlatan and believe that you are in the business of swindling innocent devotees. Then I will throw your photograph into the Vardha river and forget that I ever prayed to you. Having unburdened himself, he fell fast asleep. Next Thursday, before going to the temple, Mr. Bombarikar visited his friend's house. He then went to the temple along with his friend's family. First, he worshipped Baba and kept the Charitra at his feet, then offered prasad to him. Around 60 to 70 devotees had gathered there. However, the day he was the only devotee who was going to sing Baba's devotional songs. Mr. Bombarikar thought to himself, I am not a professional singer, nor do I possess a good voice. The only thing I have is love and devotion. Besides, today the person who keeps the beat with cymbals is also absent. Finally, he told the rest of the orchestra that he would sing as best as he could and they would accompany him any way they chose. Exactly at 8 pm, the devotional songs started and it was a very spiritual environment. Mr. Bomborik's legs were trembling and his mind was uneasy and with anticipation. He kept wondering, would Baba give me any proof? Thereafter, he sang his heart out, one song after another. Soon it was 10 p.m. and yet no sign of any proof. Now disappointment set in and he sang a heart-wrenching song. When I hid the riches of Kuber, I destroyed my own home. When I embraced Fakiri, I came begging at your door. Give me some crumbs, as your treasury is filled with divinity. To go empty-handed from your darbar is agonizing. At the end of this song, the priest asked everyone to assemble for the arati. Bambarikar looked at Baba's idol and said, tomorrow I shall definitely keep my promise, and you will be submerged in the Vardha river. Then he stood with the rest of the devotees and joined his hands together. The arati proceeded and then Baba showered his grace on him. Bambarikar says, what occurred next left me enthralled. Baba's idols became huge and in bliss it started laughing. Then it slid off the dais and roamed across the entire length and breadth of the temple. My eyes flew wide open as I looked at the idol with rapture. The tears of joy filled my eyes. I knew that I was wide awake and what was happening here. Then the scene changed and I found myself in the most beautiful garden, full of fragrant flowers and trees. On one huge tree there was a swing tied to it and Baba in human form was sitting on it. His face was filled with bliss and he was swinging back and forth swiftly. Then he threw the flowers that he had with him on me and said, here, take them. Indeed, you are honest. Remain like this your entire life. This entire scene lasted for about 3 minutes, but Baba had given me an experience that was unforgettable. Following this experience, his financial conditions slowly started improving. Bombarika states, I haven't visited Shirdi yet, but the merciful Lord of Shirdi is present when I sing his songs. At one point in time, my family and I were on the brink of starvation, but gradually things started improving. Now I can assuredly say there will be no dearth of food and clothing in any of his devotees' home. Baba does keep his promises. Om Shri Sainathaya Namah. Hey Sai Ram, bless your all devotees.